Hello everybody, Henry's Topics here, and today I'm going to be starting a new series on my channel where we take two elite weapons and we compare them. I'll be comparing the elite variants for each gun. Today we are going to be covering the amr9. It's a 5-burst weapon. Um, in my opinion, it's a very underrated gun. I enjoy using the amr9 very much. I know there's very few people who do. I see around the YouTube community, not a lot of people like to use it. So, um, there are two variations. The royalty I might cover in another video, but because that's the variation that I have. I used to have the pro pipe, but I have not gotten the Dynamo yet, which I would like to. So the pro pipe, it adds 2 damage and takes off 2 fire rate. I think the damage is a very good addition, but fire rate is something I'm very big on. So if you're taking off fire rate, then it's less time to kill, but still less bullets. Sorry, more time to kill, less bullets to kill. But I think that, and then it does. The pro pipe does add a what does it add? It adds a noob tube, as most people call it, or a grenade launcher, whatever the heck you want to call it. So that is a plus side too. That's why it does only increase to, sorry, it's the same as like a professional gun. Sorry, drop my camera. It's the same as a professional weapon in a way, it only adding 2 and decreasing 2. But I would say the pro pipe is a plus. But I also think, sorry, moving on to the Dynamo, that is the other variation of the amr9. At least that's what I'm pretty sure it's called. This thing, I think, is a pretty beast weapon. If you compare it to the Speakeasy, they have pretty much the same stats. It takes off 1 accuracy, it takes off 1 damage, and then I believe 1 handling. I'll have to check, but I can confirm that in a bit. And then it increases 2 fire rate and 1 mobility. But I think the only problem with that is mobility. It already has the fastest running time in the game, faster than, well, any of the, because it's a very small gun, and I think it's a very good weapon for longer ranges. I think that it is, I think it should be an assault rifle. I don't think it belongs in the SMG category. And if I had to switch with a weapon, I think I would switch with the Bal 27, because the Bal 27 just has such a high fire rate. And to be honest, the Dynamo, when you add the fire rate on it, it actually has a faster fire rate than the ASM1 Speakeasy. Now, it's not by much, it's like 0.1 or something, but that still counts, I think. It's probably unnoticeable. Sorry, I'm suffering through a cold right now. It's not noticeable, but it's definitely there. Like, and then with the amr9 was not recently, but a couple months ago, way back then, it was buffed. It was given less time to kill. It was given more damage. I think it had a bit more range to it, but the Dynamo was kind of forgotten, untainted. It was given, like, it made it so that the base amr9 is perhaps you could say a little bit better than the Dynamo. Now, the way I put it, I've used both variations. I've used the Dynamo on other people's accounts before, and no, sorry, I've picked it up before when I'm playing gun game. It spawns in there, and it's a strong weapon. Like, if you can get tons of bursts out, then it's a good weapon. But the pro pipe, I don't know. It's hard to say which is better, because I have neither. I have the amr9 royalty, which is the pro pipe variation, but it has something else to it. It's different. The royalty always seems to change the stats for different weapons. So with this one, there's the amount of bursts you can get out in, say, 10 seconds. You can get out more with the base variation than the with the base variation, other than say the Pro Pipe because of the fire rate. But the Dynamo, one of its big debuffs was the amount of time before you can send out another burst, which it's 0.9 seconds, so 9 milliseconds. And with the base variation, it is 5 milliseconds. So I think in the end it would kind of equal out. This is the main reason I prefer the Dynamo over the Pro Pipe, is because the Dynamo, it gets out its burst faster. So, and the Pro Pipe takes more time to get that burst out. So, and you need to be able to get all your bursts on with the Pro Pipe, and not the entire burst, but like it's at least, I think it's 3 bullet kill up close range, then about 4 or 5 at mid, and then 6 plus or 7 plus at longer ranges. So like you need to get it'll take the your target that you're aiming at can move around more when you're aiming and shooting a slower burst fire weapon. Now, people could just argue with that, okay, throw rapid fire on it. But a YouTuber, and I agree with this totally, I've witnessed it before, Swiftdoor, he said, shout out to him by the way, he said, for giving me this information, he said that it's kind of awkward when you're shooting it with rapid fire, because it doesn't feel right, it just doesn't work out, because you don't have, there's a bit more kick to it, like a recoil, because you can't put on a foregrip. It restricts you from having any under rail attachments because of the Pro Pipe, because of the pipe, the grenade launcher at the bottom. So I think that in this case the Dynamo is a better weapon, just because its time to kill is so, like, it's less, and that, like, if you threw that variation into a speakeasy, then, like, into an ASM1, that would, like, pretty much crush for any fully auto weapons. So that's it for today. Like I said, I prefer the Dynamo. You can let me know in the comments below what you prefer. Give me some ideas on what you want me to post next week. Like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.